Welcome to episode 16 of To Be Honest, the relatable weekly podcast where you ask questions and we discuss topics. I'm your host, the guy who hates Star Wars parodies.
I'm your co-host, and I finally finished the last episode of Sherlock.
Oh, yeah, we did. We watched that together. Welcome back, guys. This is episode 16. Sorry about missing last week. We'll update you on everything going on there. But we're back this week. As you're listening to this, I guess this is the first week in June. So summer's finally here. We just had some new things to talk about, obviously. Last week we missed because of things that we'll talk about later. But obviously the first thing that we do every time is always...
my segment.
It's always your segment. So, you know... not even a minute in yet, but this is a new record.
I mean...
we're speedrunning this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this, okay,
what?
if this... save face.
Well,
Sorry,
hold on.
I'm interrupting you. No, there's no hold on. Okay. If this is a slightly shorter podcast, and it's always going to exceed 40 minutes, if we have to stall for time, it's going to happen. But just because we are on a bit of a time crunch, because we have some stuff to do. But,
yeah.
we're going to get into everything later.
I will
yes,
say
it
is my fault that we're on a time crunch because I decided to spend the whole morning.
Binge watching a show? Yeah.
Yep, I watched the whole show this morning.
Well, some of it was last night.
It's like 2.
It's 2:18 p.m. on the Wednesday. Okay, we're not talking about that right
Okay,
now.
anyway.
We're getting distracted already. This is fine.
My
Fine,
quote.
Go.
People do not decide their future. They decide their habits.
Okay, so it's like...
You said it again.
No, I know I did. This is like the part where I have to define it in words so that I know what it means. So it's like you are what you eat. Yeah?
Sometimes it's
the same idea, right?
Sort of. Like,
Kind of like
you have a quarter of it.
accountability for your actions type of thing? Or things happen because of how you did it, unless something's just totally not your fault.
Anyway.
Am I not right in saying that?
No, you kind of are.
Okay. We usually talk about the highs and lows. But before we move into that,
Positives and negatives.
before we move into that, I wanted to quickly say last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, last podcast we didn't introduce, but we discussed about.
Oh.
We discussed introducing a new segment, which was called Favorites, and we have, I guess, added that this week, so you can be expecting that later. But let's get into the highs and lows.
Wait, before we do that,
Okay.
we also didn't mention we totally changed the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was gonna mention new stuff later, but we can talk about it now or after highs and lows. But do you want to do it before it? Because it might be long to talk about.
Oh, well then highs and lows first.
Okay, let's do highs and lows first,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about some rebranding.
Okay.
You can go first.
Oh, okay, that was awkward.
Wait. Who's the quote by? Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. You tell me. Yeah.
Sorry,
your high and low?
it's just everywhere.
Yeah.
It stopped raining.
Oh gosh. It's been raining for like 2 weeks straight. Is that your high?
Yes, it's my high.
Okay.
My low is that I have to wait for the second season of Shadow and Bone.
Oh.
And I'm so
Yeah.
sad because I watched the whole thing in one day, and I'm emotionally attached to all these characters.
So I don't know if I mentioned it when I watched it. I probably did. It was a while ago, maybe a month ago. Maybe about 5 weeks ago when I watched it. And now you've watched it, and you love it just as much as I did,
Yeah, we have different favorite characters.
which is fine. But
You don't like my favorite character though.
we're not here to talk about Netflix originals, even though they are pretty good.
So good.
Sometime to talk. No,
No, Jerry. What was his name?
What was his name?
Gary.
Gary. It was
Gary.
Gary. Gary the train is back again. This is unbelievable. How does that happen every time? It's just perfect timing.
I don't know.
We'll go on to my high and low because I haven't said mine out. High is, of course, summertime. School's out. Everything's great. We're free up on schedule, except we're not.
Yeah,
This
I
is
know.
Gonna be and this is what we'll talk about next after I finish up here. But the low is that we missed last week's podcast, which we'll also talk about. But onto the new stuff and onto the news and everything. I say news, but I mean stuff that you need to know and why we missed last week. So first thing is we missed last week because I was gone. I was on a trip, which we can talk about later. It was a pretty cool trip with my dad and my brother. And we will miss next week, which is just a heads up, FYI, because we never give you warning. So, but we know this week
we know.
we will be missing next week. We're gonna be out of town.
And we're gonna try to the week after that. We're gonna try to fit
We're
it
gonna
in.
try.
But
It's
after that,
so busy. We're so busy.
I will be gone.
Right, you will be out of town again. So summer, of course, as is the tendency, or I guess it's normal for people to be
gone.
busy in the summer because they're not busy otherwise. I guess
It's crazy. How is
I
it
know.
summer?
I don't know. This is.
swear.
I mean, this is the time when people's schedules are finally freed up.
Except sometimes they're not.
And well, ours isn't, but it's
Ours was planned months in advance.
yeah.
though.
Ours is full because it was free.
What?
You know what I mean?
Well, that would be how it works.
So, but anyway, we're gonna miss next week because we're out of town.
Oh, there was a baby spider on my leg, and I just kicked it off.
Is it on the floor still?
I don't know. It's scary.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
it's fine.
It's fine. If it was baby, it can't even bite you. You know, fun fact: daddy longlegs, the spiders, they can't even bite you. Their mouths are too small.
I knew that, but there was a spider in my room the other day,
Was there?
and I didn't sleep in my room for 2 nights.
It's because of all the rain.
I found it the day
They're all
after that.
coming in.
I found
Really? The
it,
same
and
one?
I
You get
called
rid of
in
it?
my mom.
And she was like, "Oh, spider, leave the house!" And then the spider just ran out.
No, she killed the spider. It was on the
Oh.
roof, and then it was alive again, and it was on the roof again.
Yeah, those things are immortal.
And so my mom stabbed it. She didn't stab it. She had
Yeah,
a fly
fly
swatter, and she then picked it up and threw it away. And I was vacuuming after that. There was nothing on the ground, but I just felt very uneasy with the dead spider that was in my room.
I don't condone bug violence, but if it's in your house,
Oh, it was a big old spider too.
yeah, safety
Yeah.
first, safety first. But anyway,
It looked like it could kill me.
you never know with those things. But the new stuff, yeah, we'll be gone next week. We were gone last week, or I was. That'd be interesting if one of the times when we weren't both gone, if we just did a single podcast, with just one of us. I wonder
How
how that.
boring would
I
that
don't know,
be?
but it'd be interesting. We could discuss topics and stuff.
You said, I don't know.
Or we could both record a half. You could record half of it from where you are,
And
then
then
I could record the other
and
half.
then it's we send it to each other, and it's
No, you would just send it to me and I'd
you
splice
just
it.
edit it. You put in pieces, try to make it fit.
That would take
I'll just
an infinite
record.
time to edit.
I'll just record my laughter.
Yeah.
And then I'll record.
You can make a soundboard and I have all the
Yes.
different words to choose from.
Yeah.
But we also co-host mentioned the sort of rebranding. We finally got that art in that we talked about 2 months ago. So it's looking
that was
pretty
my
good.
fault too. I totally had
You
it and I
dropped the ball on
forgot.
that. But yeah, that was all sorted out. We finally got it in. You should be seeing that now on the YouTube homepage and TikTok as well. So
And that's me and him.
yeah, that's rough cartoons of what we
Right.
supposedly look like. So
To the person that drew it, which was my friend.
for the right, yeah. So
That's how we. I mean, good to know, I guess.
co-host friend did an illustrative drawing of us, I guess, which is
and
animated,
she's
of
very
course.
talented.
Yeah, so that was dope, and we got that in. So yeah, that's on there now. You guys should be able to see that. It was a little bit interesting to edit, but that's aside from the point. So this week, what we've got lined up is, of course, we both have scenarios. I'm going to talk about my trip. We got the new segment. I have a question that's sort of open-ended that I'd like to hear you talk about, and also the fact of the day. So
The fact is at the end.
fact. Yeah, that's what I was saying. What we had lined up for today.
Okay.
This is the normal stuff. I feel like I need
Right.
to
And because
get back onto what's it? Get back into
on
the
the
saddle.
horse.
Yeah, something we got to get back into the swing. The swing. Why did I say that weird? The swing of things. Even though we've only taken a week off, we didn't take a week off on purpose. You know what I mean? But
Well, we did. It was on purpose.
It was deliberately, but it wasn't because we wanted to.
Well,
we had
we
other
wanted
priorities.
to go
Yeah,
to-
we had other priorities.
okay.
But anyway, I guess we can go ahead and start. Now I will talk about my trip. I haven't actually discussed this in its entirety with co-hosts here, so there's some new things that maybe you'll.
I did ask
hearing
about
about.
it.
Yeah, well,
Normally when I ask about something, you're like, "Oh, save it for the podcast." And
same
I'm like,
for the podcast. Yeah,
I'm like, "Okay, fine," and then we just forget.
yeah, we forget
and then,
that. You have to write that stuff down.
Yeah, I have a really bad memory, but let's hear it.
Okay, so I left to go live in the woods for like 4 days with my dad and my brother on let's see, the Friday. So that was 5 days ago. Was that 5 days ago? When was that? Whatever
No,
it was.
that was like 7 days ago.
Well, no, because today's Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
5 days ago. I was right. So 5 days ago.
That can't be right.
It is right.
You were
So-
gone for 4 days.
Well, we were gone on 4 different days. But anyway, we left on Friday. We got back on Monday. We got in the car. We drove down to a section of woods on the Missouri-Arkansas border, and we went hiking for several days. Backpacking trip, which was fun. We did that. We've done it before. Last. I guess that was last year, last May. But we did it a couple weeks earlier. But this week, I guess last week, we were able to do it again. And it was pretty fun. Some cool things happened. We found some cool things. We saw some cool things. But, we were on the, hiking trail. And, there were some animals and, mountains and things that we climbed up, which is something I did want to mention. We had, the first day, the elevation gain, and I'm talking to you here because this is cool stuff. It was like 85 floors or something, 85 stories. So imagine like an 85-story building. Like just think about how tall that is. That's how high up we traveled,
Very tall.
like hiking. And then the second day, it was 120. So 40 more, 35 more. So we were absolutely up there. The air wasn't necessarily thin, but we were in a pretty high point, and the view was awesome. But we did some cool hiking and things, and we saw some cool animals. There were some deer who were very friendly because I think they knew it was like a no hunting area, so they were like, "Oh yeah, we're safe here." You know how animals be. And some random lizards, which was cool.
Wizards?
Yeah. No. lizards.
Oh, I think
Merman
I heard
lizards.
wizards.
Well, you heard wrong.
Oh,
There was this cool, what do you call those? It was like a metal, like tower.
water tower?
No. It was like, a ranger tower where like rangers stand and they can look for like forest fires and stuff. But we were able to go up one. It was like 6 stories, but it was really windy that day. And I was freaked out because we got to the top and I was like, I'm going to fall off. So I didn't take any pictures from up there because that was pretty scary. So I came back down. But obviously, because I'm here now. Oh, actually,
You stayed up there.
we're recording from the top
Right.
of the tower right now.
If you hear wind, that's what it is.
Just Gary. Gary's also
Gary also.
He
He came.
came
I mean,
the
how do
whole
you
way.
think we got there?
Right, yeah, we took Gary. It's a really cool place because there's a bunch of natural spring water that flows through there, and because of that, it's like I said, natural spring water. It's like completely good to drink, and you don't have to like do anything to it, which is,
I don't believe that for a second.
well, I didn't get any parasites, and this is the second
That
time.
you know of.
Well, this is the second time in a row though that I've done it. So
That's-
I mean, maybe my body has like built up some sort of immunity or something.
It's
but
crazy because y'all
it's
are
way
like,
clear water, and it's cold, and it's like just coming through like just the mountains, and you
but
like
you get the water with like a wooden basket. I'm assuming.
yeah, a wooden basket.
No,
Yeah.
with like a water bottle.
Yeah.
And you filter it through the moss, and then you put it in a different water bottle.
No, so we don't purposefully drag the water through moss, but most
What
of
do
the time,
you mean?
most of the time, it's coming down from the mountain because all that natural spring water it's coming from like ice caps and stuff, but it seeps into the earth, gets filtered through all of the earth, and then where there are fractures in the surface of the planet, it comes through and it just flows down the mountains into these deep valleys where it pools up and you have rivers and stuff. But for the most part, there's just some, like, I guess, river systems and stream systems and, like, little waterfall systems with, like, rocks and stuff on the trail where you can stop and fill up your water, which was how we would...
There weren't, like, any black tubes that, like...
No.
Were for clean water.
No. So...
like that one Mr. Beast video.
What?
You know when they were, like, staying on the mountain for 24 hours?
No, I don't remember that. I remember the video,
and
but
Viking
I don't remember the video.
And Chris went to go get water.
That was forever ago. I really don't remember. But
I watch them all the time.
But it was what you do is because the rocks were slippery, you have to be careful. But you'd walk out there on like a little glade, massive rock surface, and then you'd hold your water bottle under like the stream, and then it'd fill up. It was like crystal clear water. Like it kind of tastes better than the water here, and it's cold, so it's like kind of cool. And the weather was perfect.
We have cold water
like,
here.
Well, I know, but I mean like. It was like you didn't have to, like, it was just there.
Was it warm over there? Was it hot?
Okay, guys, sorry about that random cut. We had some, we'll just say technical difficulties, as is customary with this always professional podcast.
For sure.
We were talking about the weather up there, and it was pretty good. We had 50s overnight, like I said, to 40s, and we had low to high 70s during the day. Which was good for moving through the woods and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was awfully humid because it had rained like the week prior, but it meant we had plenty of water and stuff. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share where we were, what we did, and why we were gone, I guess. But the trip overall was good. We had a few wipeouts, some tumbling, not professional
Snakes?
tumbling. Oh yeah, we totally swam in this. It's called the Black River. I don't know why, because the water's not. But yeah, it runs along. It actually runs through like the entirety of Missouri, and it goes through Arkansas, I think. But it's not a major water system. It's pretty small and shallow. But yeah, we swam in that, and there were a couple of just random snakes. They had like chevron little lines and stuff. I didn't look up what they were because I didn't really care to. But they were like swimming with us, which was kind of uneasy, and the water was freezing. But it was kind of fun to swim in. But yeah, that was sort of just the trip. The trip summed up. Like I said, apparently it's one of the densest populations in North America of razorbacks, which is a type of razorbacks, type of wild boar. And they're incredibly dangerous. They are extremely easy to provoke and stuff. But we didn't see any. We were on a fairly regularly traveled section of the trail, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, luckily we are alive and living. There's some bear sightings and stuff out there, but all in all, pretty good trip. We had a lot of fun. I guess the worst thing about it would probably be the long car ride, but that doesn't bother me too much. You can just sleep and stuff. But yeah, that was that. I just wanted to say while we were gone. And then next week, we're going on another trip, which I won't disclose, but yeah, that's where we're going next week. But I've been talking for a while, so
when this is out, it might be next week.
What?
Is this gonna be next week when this is out?
No, this will be uploaded this
Saturday.
This Friday. Friday. So I'm gonna edit it on Friday, then upload it then. Yeah. So this Friday.
We're gonna be gone on Friday.
Friday evening we'll be gone. I'll be able to get it.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to do Friday. So yeah. Yeah. You should be hearing this Friday. Recording it on the Wednesday, talking about last Friday to I guess Monday is what the trip was about. So this is kind of like a time paradox here, but no, it's not. Just timeline. Anyway, I've been talking for forever and rambling, so it's your turn to just do something from your paper.
I'm ready. Oh, Shadow and Bone.
Is that your go-to? Just something?
This is my go-to.
Yeah, okay. Co-host was busy all morning watching Shadow and Bone, so I was like, okay,
busy.
I'll take responsibility for the podcast, so I wrote everything down that we're going to talk about. Right. But you have at least...
I have thoughts.
You have thoughts? Okay.
They're not written down. Wrote down? They're not.
Well, I thought you could do like your scenario or something, just because I've been talking for forever.
Oh, well, Shadow and Bone.
Okay.
So, great show.
Yep.
It's a 10 out of 10. I
okay.
mean,
10 out of 10.
Okay, no. I liked it. Okay.
Okay.
I watched the new Cruella movie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was interesting.
I see. I didn't even watch the. If we're gonna go on to talk about Disney live action movies, I didn't watch the. I haven't seen that one yet, but I didn't watch the.
It's just out. Like it's like we paid $30 to watch it.
Right.
So.
It's just the Mulan one I haven't watched. The new
I
one.
didn't watch that
I didn't
one
watch that one. I heard from a lot of people, and I think it was poorly panned by critics. So I was like, okay,
I'm gonna
maybe I'll skip
watch
that one.
it
But
eventually, but I loved the original Mulan like so much.
yeah, the original ones, those are A tier,
Yeah.
S tier maybe. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the new Cruella movie.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like death happening the first 10 minutes. Like everyone's dying left and right.
Well, see, and if you haven't been seeing ads for this, you're like way either secluded or I don't know, live in a different country or something, because this there are ads left and right. Like I'm listening to Spotify over here preparing the podcast, and I hear a Cruella ad. You know, it's been very, very discussed, I guess. So I've heard a lot about it, and
it was okay. It was worth watching once.
okay. And at the end of every ad, there's like maybe inappropriate for children under 13 years old, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't apply to me, but you know,
Right.
decent. But I was saying for that,
I
it's
mean,
like,
I don't know.
because it's a Disney movie. I was like, that's a little bit
It's a
surprising.
yeah, I think it's just death. It's probably it. Lots of death, and you see people die and stuff. That's probably it.
But we're not here to advertise.
Yes. Oh, Shadow and Bone. So we are.
No, we're not.
So if you've seen Narnia, which if you haven't, literally turn this off and go watch it, and then come back.
No. Just finish this first.
No.
We're already like 22 minutes in. Finish this first.
No.
Yeah.
Narnia.
Okay.
Okay. You watch the first one. That's my favorite. Okay. Then you
Not-
watch the second
okay.
one. That has Prince Caspian in it. Okay. He's in
Okay.
Shadow and Bone.
Same actor, not just the character. The same actor.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, the same character. He's in there.
Yeah. So
Ben Barnes. Love him.
we mentioned it because, or you mentioned it. I don't know why you bring this up, but
Oh,
you mentioned
because I
it
love the
because
show.
yeah, because I grew up. We both grew up watching Narnia, and so the actor is very familiar to us. If you're not going to bring up your scenario, I'll go ahead and say mine. Because
You're like, I don't even want
for
to.
some reason you're reluctant to not, which is fine because once I finish speaking,
I wrote
then you
down
can continue to
two.
speak. 2 scenarios?
And
So why
the
wouldn't you
first
want to do one
didn't
now?
make sense, so I scribbled it all
Oh,
out.
I see.
And the second one still doesn't make sense.
It took me like 10 minutes to think of mine. I don't know why.
I
was
apparently
trying to
spelled
think
a
of the
word
process.
wrong right here, so I
Yeah.
just X'd it off.
Okay. Here it is. You're in a modern rocket ship circling Earth. Okay. So just imagine, a normal rocket ship
Why am I
circling
imagining
Earth.
like the solo one with the red top on it, like the cartoon?
You were shot up into space. You're doing like you're a photographer, okay? Just to take pictures, and you're orbiting the planet because of gravity. A hole forms on the side of your ship. Okay, you need to quickly cover it. You need to seal it because vacuum. Okay, you're losing oxygen. Things are getting sucked out into space. You have limited time. The only thing you have to plug the hole.
This is one of my worst nightmares.
The only thing you have, it's like drowning. The only thing you have to plug the hole is an empty soap squirt bottle, like hand soap. 1 piece of gum of choice, and this is relevant because later, foreshadowing, and 1 ear of corn, like a cob with the little leaves on it.
Are you saying corn because I said that last time?
No?
Did
you
I
that
say
last
corn
time?
last
I
time?
don't think you did.
Oh.
So that's it. How do you see the hole? How do you live? And how do you continue
Now,
to take pictures?
I would like to bring up the obvious fact that everyone was thinking
Uh-huh.
satellites can take pictures. So I am a satellite.
No. No, you're up there. Human photography.
Fine, okay.
Yeah.
I pick that pink roll gum.
You pick? No, you have 1 piece of gum.
No.
No?
That's a whole piece. That's,
No, it's not.
That's connected.
I'm not letting you get away with this one.
Yes, you
no,
are.
I'm not. I'm literally not. I'm putting my foot down.
Okay. No feet, okay? Chop them off. I pick.
Don't chop off your feet, please, people.
Don't. The pink roll.
No, I'm not letting you do that.
It's 1 feet.
I'm not letting you pick that one. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, you're not.
I'm not letting you pick it.
You gave me just awful options.
A single piece. Come up with something.
Okay, an extremely large piece.
No.
Okay. I'm thinking. Okay, you gave me nothing. So this empty squirt bottle, I will put
Used to be soap.
oxygen in.
Okay. Oxygen from where?
The outside that doesn't have any oxygen.
Right.
And I fill it up. And I start squeezing it onto the gum, right?
Oxygen?
No, the fake oxygen.
Okay.
And then, what else did I have? Corn?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, corn. And it turns out that I'm strawberry shortcake.
Oh, right. I forgot about that part.
And have you seen that episode
No.
where the corn is really large compared to strawberry shortcake?
I
And you
think
take the piece
it's
of
not
corn
worth
off
discussing
and
such
you
things.
and you pop the corn,
No.
and that's what you block the ship with
Oh, how'd you pop it though?
with the fake oxygen.
So
It's really hot fake oxygen.
So what you're telling me is you got fake oxygen from space that doesn't have oxygen. And it's hot for some reason because that makes sense. You squirted it onto corn, which doesn't fit in your ship. And it became very large popped corn and plugged to the hole. Is that what I'm understanding? I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Total makes sense.
Okay, well it doesn't make sense when I'm up there in space.
Well, it's an alternate version of you. I mean, crisis scenario. If it did happen, what would you do? That's what
I
I'm
would
saying.
become a satellite.
Oh, I thought you'd say something like put the gum in the soap bottle and it like the soap residue makes the gum magical and you can spray it on the corn.
You said it was empty.
Yeah, I said residue. It's different.
No,
Em-
you
empty.
said it was empty.
Okay, you can call a cup empty, but there's still water droplets on the side of the cup. You know what I mean?
No, I call an empty cup one that was like out of the dishwasher and dried with a towel.
Okay. That's just you then.
Scenario.
Oh, is it my turn?
You
Yes, that's me.
are trapped
Okay.
in a completely dark room.
Okay.
Except, okay, you have this tiny little baby candle
Mm-hmm.
with a little plate with the hook thing.
Yep.
Right? And you're holding it,
I got it.
and it's dusty.
Okay.
You're closing your eyes.
I'm envisioning.
And you only have a book, a dusty book about dinosaurs,
Okay.
and a broken chair, missing a leg.
Which leg? This is very important.
It's one of those chairs that only have 3 legs. They're like a stool.
Oh, okay. So which leg is the stool missing?
It's missing whatever one you want because you can turn it.
Okay. Okay. That's all?
That's all you have.
I'm trying to get out of the room?
And you're trying to get out of the very, very dark room.
Okay. Well, as I walk over to the walls, wait, is my candle even lit?
Your candle is lit.
Oh, okay. First I start tearing the pages out of the
Dinosaur book?
dinosaur book, and those things go up. I took newspaper with me on my trip, and that stuff goes up. You need it to like wet wood to get wet. But I break that stool up, and I put the sticks together like a little teepee. I put the paper under it with burning paper.
You didn't have sticks.
The sticks, like the stool pieces.
You only have 2.
No, because there's the crossbar. You have 2 crossbars as well.
No, it's
Yeah.
like an old one. 1, 3. That's all you get.
I put the 2 sticks leaning up against each other with the little circle stool part on top.
Okay.
And
So why'd you break the chair in the first place?
because it needed to be lower to the ground. Don't question me. I broke the legs into 2 pieces
Okay.
because so I can have 4
Right.
pieces. I put the paper under it and light it on fire. So now I have a large fire in the middle of the room, and I can see the room clearly. It's now filling up with smoke though, which isn't good. And I'm running out of oxygen because fire. So I extinguish my candle and take that little metal plate.
You didn't have a metal plate.
The little metal thing
Oh,
that
oh.
the candle's on. I take the whole the actual candle part off, and so I'm just holding that little metal hook thing where your hand goes with the little metal part, and I still have the. Okay, sorry about that weird cut. Once again, we're not going to discuss such issues, but we were right in the middle of an intense scenario. I'm in this dark room that's now illuminated by my fire. and
You have a metal plate.
and have that metal plate in my hand. Well, I took the cover of the dinosaur book, because remember, I only ripped the pages out. The cover is a hard cover, but it has an illustration of the dinosaur on it, and most people don't know this, but that melted wax, you can pour it onto the dinosaur face, and he actually comes out of the book and starts eating it. And the cool thing about that is that the dinosaur is a, what do they call those? The Bronchiosaurus? The ones with really long necks. I think that's right. I think it is, because
No, it's like a long neck.
the long neck dinosaur.
I'm Googling.
You Google while I say. The long neck dinosaur comes out of the book, and there's room for his body, but his neck is all like twisted, like on the ground. So I just tell him to stand up really quick, because there's more wax outside. I was lying. But so he stands up. Well, I'm choking. He stands up, and his head goes through the roof, so the smoke is now leaving. I climb up him and out, and so I'm out of the room. I find out I'm actually
Sauropods. It says
that's the type of
such long neck and tiny heads. A huge
Stegosaur.
plant-eating dinosaur
stegosaur?
is known as sauropods, as well known for their long necks and tails. Sauropods.
sauropod. It's like saying like amphibians, like
Oh,
but like what's the name for the one?
Bronchiosaurus.
Bronchiosaurus. I saw it. That's what I said.
Something.
Yeah. Okay, so I was right.
And Apatosaurus.
But I climb out. Let me go on now.
Wait. Bronchiosauruses are not called Bronchiosauruses anymore. They're
Why are you
called...
saying it Bronchiosaurus?
I don't know how to say it. They're called Apatosauruses, like in Flash.
Okay.
If I was an Apatosaurus.
Anyway, I climb out of him, and I come out of the room, and I find out I'm in the middle of the fields in Oregon, and there's a little green man running across the field with a rainbow, and there's a massive hole leading all the way down. You can't see it, and there's the sides are covered in gold. And I run back home, states and states away, and I go back the next day, and the gold's gone, and the room is gone, and it's like none of it ever happened.
What you forgot to do was, I just said that you were in a dark room, so like, there were no walls. It was just, oh wait, that's so stupid.
Yeah, it is. You said room. I don't.
Your eyes like squinted. I meant to say that like there wasn't like a gate, like there was a door out.
There was.
You just had to find it.
But I wanted a dinosaur friend because he's with me now. Yeah,
Well,
have you seen like the
also,
movie The Good Dinosaur?
it was all a dream.
Oh,
Yeah, we watched that together.
we did?
Yeah, and I started
Oh.
crying because like, didn't he die or something?
I don't remember. I really don't remember it. See, you don't really think about it, but that movie came out like forever ago.
Yeah,
Like Frozen, like that was 2014.
like
think about
Moana,
Moana was, when was that? 18?
17.
Jeez, yeah, that's forever ago. But anyway,
What if it was like 2020 and we're just
and
dumb?
we're like dumb. It's like, yeah, what? That was no. I definitely saw it before that. We had to start a new recording, so that's what that cut was. I'm not gonna go into details, but I'll be able to stitch them together in editing, but we don't know how long it's been now.
I think it's been 33 minutes.
The running time is different, so if this is slightly short, sorry. If it's long, I doubt it's gonna be long, but yeah.
I have my second scenario.
Oh, you have a second one?
Yeah.
I thought you crossed it out.
I did, but I can still read it.
Okay, I still have one more question, but we have time.
Okay.
We have time.
You want
Okay.
to finish a book.
Okay.
You have 30 minutes to do so.
Okay.
That was all I wrote.
Well, there's only one page left, so I just read that in like a minute, and then we're good.
I was gonna say that there was like a bunch of pages left, and then.
But
like,
you said you want to finish a book, so I was like, there's one page left.
Right, there's a bunch of
So I cheated.
pages left, and then.
I mean, they say I'm a fast reader. I don't know who they is, but
I think they is just delusions of yourself.
Yeah, that's probably right. We are going to do the new segment that we said,
I
and
forgot that existed.
don't start singing it. So what it's called favorites. What it's supposed to be is just we just ask a question. What is your favorite of this thing? And then we both just say what it is. Okay. So it's like usually there's just gonna.
Do
be...
we both have one, or?
Yeah, we're both
do
supposed
I
to have
just
one.
have one?
No. I asked you one, and we both answered, and you asked me one, and we
Okay.
both answered. This was 2 weeks ago now that we thought about it. So, yeah. But it's just supposed to be some short, like, dumb, random question that you can answer in, like, 30 seconds. But this is what it is. What is your favorite gum flavor?
What?
Gum. Flavor of gum. Because I was gonna...
Mint?
Mint, but which
But
one?
I don't like gum that much anymore. I used to
What?
like it when I was so young, and then I would like always get
If gum
like,
is
the little
considered...
pink
I have gum in
roll.
my mouth right now. If gum is considered candy, it's my favorite. I know it's not, but if it was, it would win.
I'm gonna try out these little watermelon candies that I got.
Okay. Off topic of gum, but I was gonna say my favorite flavor is also mint, but a specific one, Polar Ice. It's one that Extra does, and it's kind of the best.
I know you like them.
Definitely try it. But anyway,
I like
what's yours?
watermelon gum.
Yeah, it's good for
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Good 30 seconds.
I like the Hubba Bubba gum with the little pink roll.
Good for even less time.
And also the one that was like stringy. What is that?
Big League Chew.
That one was good because my dad would always bring some home.
Right. It was
And
like
then-
Big League Chew.
Yeah.
It was interesting. But anyway.
But the pink roll, I remember walking around in my basement, like, of my house, and, like, eating it and being like, my mom was like, you can't have any more, like, we're about to have dinner, and I was like, ah! And I just, like, stuffed the
Start
whole
taking
thing
bites.
in my
You
mouth.
take bites out of the roll. I hate people that do that.
You did that once, and I was
definitely
so mad at you.
What's your favorite? Because we are.
That was it. I don't have that many.
No, your favorite.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Oh, you didn't write one down?
Oh, I thought we were talking about my favorite gum.
No.
I did. Favorite drink,
Favorite drink?
not water.
Okay. I'm glad you clarified.
Or tea or coffee.
Okay. I'm not a coffee drinker. So, aside from water, which is my answer, if we're talking soft drink, I'm saying Sprite. However, something. It's tea, but I'm not talking about like tea bags. Is that fine? Because I was gonna say Brisk.
That's fine.
Okay, then Brisk. That's my Brisk and Sprite. Those are my two.
Okay.
They're up there. They're
I like-
so good. If they're cold as well.
Apple juice
Okay.
and apple juice. I also like tea and all kinds of juice, but mainly apple juice.
What about orange juice with pulp in it?
That's fine because you can strain it out, but orange juice is not as good as apple juice. I
Yeah,
think
it's just not.
apple juice is something that you can drink all day, like instead of whiskey, and then like,
What is that even?
orange, because it's like the same color. Orange
Oh,
juice.
it's just
that's-
really
that
not.
was-
It's not even close.
Well, I know. Okay. But orange juice is like you have to have it in a
in
TV
the morning,
show.
in the morning, or like right after you brush your teeth. I know it's cursed words. Anyway, I had one question. That's enough freaking out. I was joking.
That's so gross. Why would you? I can like,
It's
ew.
gross.
It's you're awful. You're
It's in
such an
your
awful.
mind. It's in your mind now. Anyway, I had one question.
Did you
and
know?
This was that open-ended one that I talked about earlier. And we are sort of reaching closing time here, so we're gonna talk about this and then just the fact. But this is it. Do you have any goals for this summer? Because it's summertime. Well, it's actually not officially summer for 19 more days. By goals, I mean like stuff you're planning to do this summer.
I'm trying to run more,
Okay. Be active.
but that hasn't happened too much recently.
I've been successful in my endeavors for that. So.
The first 2 weeks was good. Actually, has it only been 2 weeks?
No.
Okay, the first week was great, and I ran every day, and I ran 7 miles,
Yeah.
and that was fine. And then I kind of like quit. So I think I'm gonna start again, not on Monday. Oh crap!
Yeah. We're gonna be
The
gone.
rest of the summer,
We're booked.
the
but
rest
anyway.
of June at least. But my friend is coming soon,
Okay.
and she's staying
Right,
with
right,
us
right.
for a week,
It's gonna be a while.
and I'm gonna stay with her for a week.
We might, during those times, we might be missing podcasts. We're not sure, so
We might pre-record.
we're gonna try. Because if we pre-record, I can just totally sit through an editing session and just get a bunch done and uploaded. It's possible, but if we pre-record, we're gonna have to have a lot of content, which means top 10s. Woo! So if some top 10s come out, just be happy you have those, and
Goals?
don't cry about it.
Would be
Yep. Yeah, goals. Trying to not like New Year's resolution, but like Oh, I was doing I'm gonna do something like this summer.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so,
I'll tell you mine. Like, a friend recommended me a bunch of movies that they want me to watch.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to watch. And so now this summer, I have a list of movies that I'm going to try to watch that I've never seen before.
Oh, I have a book list.
Oh, well, I mean, you're not going to complete all those, but...
I've already read 5.
5 of, like, 50.
There was a cut.
Just another one.
Anyway,
we had Gary type interruptions. We'll just
Gary
say.
type, yeah.
Very equivalent.
I'm a very quick reader, so
yeah.
I don't doubt that I can get through all of them. Maybe not in the summer, but I definitely can get through all of them. But I've just added some more, so maybe not. But I also have like a bucket list of things I want to learn how to do.
Oh, right.
I want to get better at like volleyball, and like do a little coin finger thing.
Yeah.
Some magic.
Well, I'm not magic. It's just kind of a cool trick. But like last summer, I made a thing. I learned backhanding, which is like hiding a card. I'm not good at it, but I learned how. So that was something I did. But anyway.
Oh, wait.
Okay. I was gonna end, but yeah.
Oh shoot! Dang it! Oh, what is it?
What? Magic?
No, it's like
Talent? Backhanding cards?
It's.
You
Can
can't
we
think of it?
Can we pause it?
No.
It's.
What?
I learned Bucky's knife trick.
Oh.
In Winter Soldier.
Right.
I've definitely got that so down. I'm still working on it.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say
I just
something
wanted
like
to mention that anyway.
But anyway, that'll close it for today. Thank you for listening and whatever. If you're coming from TikTok, hi. Or I guess kind of late to say hi. Thank you.
What if they script through? We know that you skipped through, okay?
Scrubs. Anyway. Just be not expecting a podcast next week. The following week, there should be one. And we'll address what happened the week before that, and if there will be one after. If we're silent for a while, that means we just literally couldn't fit it in. Sorry, that's just how the summer might be. But
you might be able to like post a community tab or something.
Okay, I'll do that if I.
No podcast for the rest of the summer.
For the rest of forever. Yeah. So maybe you can be looking on the community tab if I remember. That's probably something I'd forget. But on to the fact of the day, the favored segment, and is this, and this is hilarious because we're looking at this, and I don't know if this is an actual fact, but it is this. In Alaska, it's illegal to whisper in someone's ear while they're moose hunting.
Why moose hunting?